Fishing is something that is completely taking control of my life. I first went when I was only a few years old, but it was until I was about 4 or 5 when I truly became obsessed with it. Ever since then, it has been a huge aspect of my life. I've been through phases: lawnmowers, NASCAR, baseball, basketball, running. But one thing has always remained a huge passion of mine, and that's been fishing. It has allowed me to travel all over the country. It has allowed me to meet some of the best people I've ever met in my life. And I know that no matter what life takes me on the road, fishing will be a part of it. And hopefully, it'll allow me to catch the elusive golden trout of the upper Sierras in California. When I say golden trout, I mean a true native golden trout of the upper Sierras. Not a wild one from Colorado or Idaho. Or definitely not a highly selective bred Palomino stock trout. I would like to catch one of those, but not one of those. A true native, never has been stocked, and has been in the same streams since they were isolated from the rainbow trout in the last ice age. Sadly, I don't have all my lifetime to do this, because native golden trout are going away. Habitat destruction and crossbreeding have made native populations dwindle to some sad numbers. Global warming has no doubt laid an effect on natural wildlife that we don't want to know. But habitat destruction has been the biggest factor to the downfall of golden trout. A lot of golden trout live in meadowy areas that are ideal for livestock grazers to bring their herds of sheep or cattle in. When livestock comes into these streams and meadows, the thicker canopies of the streams, the deeper depths, and the wider streams, they all narrow. The canopies go away, streams narrow, and stream depths get thinner, according to Knapp. One of the things about golden trout is how delicate they are. They do not respond very well to habitat change because of the consistent, cold, and highly oxygenated water they need to survive. Thicker tree canopies, deeper stream depths, and smaller stream widths increase oxygen flow and keep the water cool throughout the year, even in the summer. However, when livestock grazing increases, the golden trout population significantly decreases in overly grazed areas, also according to Knapp. Habitat destruction, however, isn't the biggest detrimental to the golden trout populations. It is the introduction of non-native rainbow trout. As I stated earlier, golden trout are a subspecies of rainbow trout, but since they've been isolated for so long from the native rainbow trout, they become their own species. However, rainbow trout stockings have occurred in some of the lower elevations of the same watersheds that are holding native golden trout. Being that rainbow trout are much bigger and stronger, the males are able to spawn with the females a lot easier than a male golden trout can. This causes crossbreeding between the rainbow trout and golden trout. Evidence this has been found in multiple drainages of the golden trout range. Rainbow trout DNA has been found in 8% of golden trout in Golden Trout Creek, and upwards of 17% of golden trout populations in the Cottonwood Lakes contain rainbow trout DNA, according to Cordes. This may not seem like a major part of the population, but because the population is already so small, it makes a significant decrease and affects the true native DNA of the California golden trout. Finding golden trout is also something that allures me to them. They're the California state fish, and that for a reason. They're truly beautiful, and they live in some truly beautiful areas. They're actually only truly native to two watersheds, the South Fork of the Kern River and Golden Trout Creek, according to the California Fish and Wildlife Department. California golden trout are only found in these two drainages, but they're actually found all over the Sierra Nevada, and have even been put in the lakes and creeks according to the Rocky Mountains, also according to the California Fish and Wildlife Department. However, my true dream is not only to catch one, but to catch either a native one or a coffee can golden trout, which is just a trout that was literally put into a coffee can and spread across the upper Sierras in the late 1800s. To do this, I can't just park in a paved lot, walk out to the creek. It's gonna be a long hike. I have fished all over the country: Kentucky, New Mexico, Pennsylvania, Tennessee, here in North Carolina, and multitudes of other different states. However, in all my travels, my favorite type of fishing has remained in small creeks with light rods and dry flies, like this high-floating elk caracatus right here. And to catch a golden trout, that's exactly what I get to do. I get to use light rods, dry flies, and catch dozens of super aggressive fish all day, which is my favorite thing to do. Yet with golden trout, I get to get something different out of it. I get to see the most beautiful fish the Lord has to offer. Their red, yellow, and golden colors shine year-round, and the vigorous hikes to get into the area to catch a truly native golden trout just to see it come up right to my dry fly. When I set the hook and I see my line snapping on the top of the water and I get tight onto the fish, I get to see its absolute amazing kaleidoscope of colors. I will know that all the hard work that I put to get into the fish will help me become at peace, something that is very hard to find in a world like we have today. My sources for my speech were the California Golden Trout website on the California Fish and Wildlife Department website, the Identifying Hybridization and Native Populations of California Golden Trout by Jan Cordes on the Taylor and Francis website, as well as the Livestock Grazing, Golden Trout, and Streams in the Golden Trout Wilderness of California and Their Impacts of Management Implications by Kathleen Matthews and Ronald Knapp, also on the Taylor and Francis website.